Some men run from the storm. Tyler Rake walks straight into it. In the crowded streets of Dhaka, where heat sticks to your skin and danger hides behind every corner, a job is about to change everything. But before we get there, we need to understand the man holding the gun. Tyler is a black market mercenary, a soldier long after the war has ended. He lives alone, drinks alone, and carries memories heavier than any weapon. There's a quiet sadness in him, the kind that doesn't shout but lingers. When we first see him, he's underwater in a lake, holding his breath longer than most people could. It's not training, it's escape. Then the call comes. A powerful Indian crime lord's teenage son has been kidnapped in Bangladesh. The boy, Ovi Mahajan, is being held by a rival drug kingpin who controls the city. The official authorities won't touch it. Too political, too dangerous. So the desperate father turns to the underground world. Tyler accepts the mission without hesitation. Maybe he needs the money. Maybe he needs something else. Within hours he lands in Dhaka, blending into the chaos with a small extraction team. The plan is simple. Locate the boy, secure him, and move to an extraction point before sunrise. Simple plans rarely survive first contact. As night falls, Tyler moves through the city like a shadow, unaware that this rescue will demand far more than skill. It will demand everything he has left. The night in Dhaka doesn't sleep. It hums. Neon lights flicker over crowded rooftops, motorcycles weave through narrow streets, and somewhere in the distance, a frightened boy waits. Tyler moves carefully, guided by intelligence from local contacts who know the city's underbelly better than any map ever could. Ovi Mahajan isn't just any hostage. He's a bargaining chip in a brutal war between powerful men. Snatched from a nightclub, dragged across the border, and locked away in a decaying apartment building, he has quickly learned that fear travels faster than hope. Guards watch him around the clock, confident no one would dare challenge their employer's rule. But Tyler dares. Working alongside his small team, he tracks the signal to a crumbling block of flats guarded by armed men. There's no dramatic speech. No heroica non cement. Just quiet efficiency. Tyler slips inside, climbing stairwells and eliminating threats with cold precision. Every movement is calculated. Every breath controlled. Inside a dimly lit room, he finally finds Ovi. The boy is shaken, confused, unsure whether this stranger is another enemy. Tyler keeps his voice calm, steady. "I'm here to take you home." For a brief second, it seems like the plan might actually work. But outside, something shifts. A betrayal unfolds without Tyler knowing. Lines of loyalty blur. Phones ring in dark corners. And suddenly, the entire city begins to wake up for one reason. The hunt has started. The moment Tyler steps outside with Ovi, the air changes. What was supposed to be a quiet exit turns into a citywide alarm. The extraction team waits at the rendezvous point, engines running, nerves tight. But somewhere between the apartment and the getaway vehicle, trust collapses. Tyler's own team leader makes a decision driven by greed. Payment complications. Hidden agendas. A single order whispered into a phone. Suddenly, Tyler and Ovi are expendable. The support team pulls back, leaving them stranded in hostile territory. No backup. No safety net. Gunfire erupts in the streets. Tyler pushes Ovi into the vehicle and takes control, weaving through traffic as armed men flood the roads. The city becomes a maze of barricades and checkpoints. News spreads quickly. The kidnapped boy is on the move. The crime lord controlling Dhaka orders a full lockdown. Bridges sealed. Borders closed. Every cop, every thug, every desperate man with a weapon is promised money for one thing: bring the boy back. Ovi watches in disbelief as chaos explodes around him. This isn't a rescue like in the movies. There's no smooth escape. Only survival. Tyler, bruised but focused, refuses to slow down. He moves with the cold determination of someone who has already lost everything once before. As dawn begins to creep into the sky, it becomes painfully clear. They are trapped inside a city that wants them dead. And there is no easy way out. With the bridges locked and checkpoints crawling with armed patrols, Tyler makes a brutal decision. They abandon the vehicle. Wheels are loud. Feet are quieter. Dragging Ovi through crowded alleys and narrow corridors, Tyler shifts from offense to pure evasion. The city feels alive, almost watching them. Ovi struggles to keep up. He's not trained for this world. He's a teenager raised in privilege, suddenly forced to sprint across rooftops and duck behind market stalls while bullets tear through metal shutters. At first, he sees Tyler as just another violent man in a violent world. But slowly something changes. Tyler shields him without hesitation. When police units begin closing in, it becomes clear that corruption runs deep. Officers aren't protecting civilians, they're hunting them. The drug lord has bought the system. Radios crackle with updates on their location. Streets narrow. Options shrink. In a tense moment inside a crowded apartment complex, Tyler fights hand-to-hand with a trained soldier sent specifically to retrieve Ovi. The clash is raw, personal, exhausting. No flashy choreography. Just two men refusing to fall. Tyler wins, but barely. Afterward, breathing hard, he notices Ovi watching him differently now. Not with fear. With confusion. Maybe even trust. They hide briefly in a small abandoned room. Outside, sirens wail. Tyler knows the extraction point is unreachable under current conditions. So he considers the unthinkable. Instead of escaping the city immediately, they may need to survive it first. Morning arrives with no relief. The sun exposes everything. There's no more hiding in shadows. Tyler studies the city map, realizing every exit is sealed. The only bridge leading out remains heavily guarded, with snipers positioned along high structures. Crossing it would be suicide. Yet staying means certain capture. Ovi finally speaks up, asking the question hanging in the air. Why are you doing this? Tyler doesn't answer right away. Instead, he hands the boy water and checks his ammunition. Practical first. Emotional later. But the silence says enough. As they move again, Tyler contacts an old ally for limited support. Supplies are scarce and reinforcements are uncertain. Meanwhile, the rival crime lord grows impatient. He deploys his most trusted enforcer, a former Special Forces operator named Saju, who has his own complicated motives. Unlike the street thugs, Saju is disciplined, focused, dangerous. He tracks Tyler with precision, closing the distance through strategy rather than chaos. When their paths finally cross inside a tight corridor of concrete and dust, the confrontation is explosive. Both men fight with equal intensity, each believing he's protecting a child tied to his own survival. The battle ends without resolution. Interrupted. Forced apart by incoming gunfire. Tyler grabs Ovi and disappears once more into the labyrinth of Dhaka. Behind them, alliances are shifting. Motivations are no longer simple. Money, loyalty, and survival are tangled together. And the clock is running out. Exhaustion begins to show. Not just in bruises or limping steps, but in the weight behind Tyler's eyes. He hasn't slept. Ovi hasn't either. The city feels smaller now, like walls are slowly closing in. They take refuge in a modest apartment belonging to a sympathetic local contact. It's temporary, fragile safety. Ovi finally has a moment to breathe. He looks at Tyler and sees something unexpected: grief. Through quiet conversation, fragments of Tyler's past surface. A son lost to illness. A father who chose missions over hospital rooms. Regret carved deep into memory. Tyler doesn't explain it fully, but the guilt is clear. Maybe saving Ovi is more than a contract. Meanwhile, outside those walls, Saju re-enters the hunt. His motives become clearer too. He isn't just an enforcer. He's desperate to protect his own family from the wrath of the crime lord. If he fails, they pay the price. Two men on opposite sides, driven by different versions of love and fear. The fragile peace inside the apartment shatters when armed forces storm the building. Tyler reacts instantly, ushering Ovi through back corridors and fire escapes. Gunshots echo through concrete halls. Civilians scream. Dust fills the air. Every escape narrows their choices further. By the time they reach the rooftop, Tyler understands something crucial. This mission is no longer about extraction. It's about endurance. And endurance demands sacrifice. They descend from the rooftop into tighter streets, where crowds create both cover and danger. Tyler blends into movement, guiding Ovi like a shielded shadow. But surveillance is everywhere now. Drones buzz faintly above. Informants whisper locations for cash. Saju closes in again. This time the confrontation is different. There's hesitation, recognition. Both men understand the other's position more clearly. They fight fiercely, but there's a strange mutual respect forming beneath the violence. During a brief standoff, Ovi witnesses something important. These men aren't monsters. They're fathers, survivors, pawns in a larger game controlled by people who never touch the battlefield. Gunfire from incoming units forces another separation. But the lines have shifted. Tyler begins planning a final route toward the bridge, knowing it's their only viable exit. He contacts limited air support, coordinating timing with precision. Every second matters. Ovi, once passive and frightened, starts contributing. He watches angles. He warns Tyler of approaching threats. Fear is still there, but courage is growing beside it. As they approach the bridge under heavy resistance, Tyler takes a deep breath. He knows crossing it will cost something. Maybe everything. Behind them, Saju makes a choice that changes the balance of power. The bridge stands ahead, long and exposed. The final stretch waits. And there is no turning back now. The bridge becomes a battlefield. Cars abandoned. Smoke rising. Armed forces positioned in calculated layers. Tyler moves strategically, clearing immediate threats while shielding Ovi behind concrete barriers. Bullets spark against metal. Glass shatters around them. Every step forward feels earned in pain. Saju arrives once more, but this time not purely as an enemy. Circumstances force cooperation, even if temporary. Together, they create openings through overwhelming resistance. It's tense, fragile teamwork born out of necessity. Ovi stays low, heart pounding, watching adults risk everything for him. He begins to understand the cost of power struggles he never asked to be part of. Tyler's injuries accumulate. Slower reactions. Labored breathing. Still, he presses forward, refusing to break. Communication crackles through his earpiece. Extraction timing tightens. They are close, painfully close, to the far side of the bridge. But reinforcements flood in. The violence escalates, louder and more desperate. Tyler positions Ovi behind cover, scanning for the narrowest path through chaos. This is the edge. The final push. Choices made here will define everything that came before. The bridge stretches endlessly ahead, heat shimmering above asphalt. Tyler steadies himself, not as a mercenary chasing payment, but as a man seeking redemption. And with one last determined look, he prepares to move. Time slows under pressure. Tyler focuses only on Ovi's safety. The world narrows to sound and movement. Footsteps, distant shouts, the metallic click of weapons reloading. Allies and enemies blur into shapes against smoke and sunlight. Saju makes a decisive stand elsewhere on the bridge, drawing attention away. His motives have evolved beyond money. He understands that protecting the boy might be the only way to secure something greater than survival. Tyler uses the distraction to create an opening. He guides Ovi step by step toward the far end, offering instructions that are calm despite the chaos. When I say run, you run. Don't look back. There's no anger in his voice, only resolve. Ovi nods, no longer the frightened hostage from the beginning. He has seen courage up close. He has seen sacrifice. Gunfire intensifies behind them. Tyler absorbs the weight of his past and present in one breath. This mission, once transactional, has become personal. A chance to do something right. A chance to stay this time. The path forward clears briefly. Tyler gives the signal. Ovi runs. On the far side of the bridge, uncertainty hangs in the air. Ovi doesn't stop running until new hands pull him into safety. The sounds of conflict fade into distant echoes behind him. He looks back once, searching through smoke and sunlight, trying to understand what just happened. Extraction isn't clean. It never is. Authorities begin regaining control of the city as news spreads of the failed power grab. The crime networks shift again, leaders recalculating influence and revenge. But for Ovi, the world feels quieter now. He has crossed something deeper than a bridge. Back in India, he returns home changed. School corridors feel smaller. Conversations feel lighter than the weight he now carries. He thinks about Tyler often. About the man who barely spoke about himself, yet revealed everything through action. Months pass. Life continues as it always does. In a quiet moment near water, Ovi stands still, remembering the lesson Tyler never said aloud. Survival isn't just about strength. It's about choice. About who you decide to protect when everything falls apart. The mission that began as a contract became something else entirely. Not just an extraction. A redemption story written in dust, fire, and silence. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts below, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.